The issue is our apply discounts function is expanded in our discounts module right when use discount declaration happens. So our apply discounts was expanded in discounts before any of our discount macro accumulations were registered. So we need to delay our macro expansion until after we've done some code generation. And what's nice is Elixir actually provides a before compile hook to allow us to do this. And what the before compile attribute does is it notifies the compiler that an extra step is required just before compilation is finished. And so how can we do that? All right, so up here in our using function or our using macro, underneath the register attribute, we're going to do an at before compile. And then we need to do an unquote, and we have to pass in, we have to inject our current module. So underscore, underscore, module, underscore, underscore. Now what we need to do too is we need to introduce another macro called before compile. So underneath our using, we need to do def macro underscore, underscore, before underscore compile. Underscore, underscore. And this takes one parameter, environment, and we don't need to use it. So we're going to ignore it with an underscore. And then go ahead and inside of our do block, we can now move our apply discounts function. So I'm going to cut that out of our using macro, and we're going to paste that in our before compile macro. Okay, so that should give us the delay we need to make sure that our discounts are all registered in our modules attributes. And if I save this and now go back to our IEX shell, let's recompile our discount.exs. Okay, oh, we have a error. Cannot invoke inside function macro. Def module cannot invoke. Oh, we forgot. We had to return our abstract syntax tree. So we need a quote block, or we need our quote do block around our discount function. So we need to just do quote do, and then end under there. Let's just clean this up. There we go. Okay, so now back to our terminal. Let's clear this out. Let's recompile this. And there we go. And so now when we call our discounts.apply discounts function, we should see our applying discounts IO puts little string, and then we should see our module attributes. And there we go. So it works. That's really cool. So you see that we have a list, and then we have our map of our discount macro. So the name of it, so that we have our over 100, our condition to be met, and then the action to be taken. So that's really cool. So now why don't we create a couple more discounts so we can make this a little more useful. So I'm going to just underneath, let's go ahead and create a discount that looks at the category. So let's create, I'm going to just say discount electronics. So electronics, and the condition is going to be is electronics question mark. And if it is electronics, we want it to apply a 5% discount. All right, so there is our macro we're defining. And now we have to just write the functions that, so it has them. And our first function needs to be called is electronics question mark. And we need to pass in a product. And then we need to just make sure that the product category equals electronics, right? So product.category equals electronics, okay? And then we need to apply our 5% discount, which is going to be done the same way we did our 10% discount. So we're going to I'm going to just copy this and paste, but we're going to call it a 5% discount. And then we're going to multiply this by 95% instead of 90%. And then let's create one more, and we'll call this discount. The name will be free shipping. And then so the condition to be met is eligible for free shipping ? And then if it is, we want to apply free shipping. And then our functions for this is just going to be is eligible for free shipping ? And then do. And then basically what we'll do here is we're just going to, if the price is above a certain dollar amount, we want to apply free shipping. So product.price, and we'll just say if it's above $50, our customer is going to get free shipping. And then we're going to say, and then we're going to apply that free shipping to our product. So apply free shipping, pass in a product, and then we're going to just update this like before. So map.put. So we're not updating an existing key. We're going to add a new value called free shipping. So now we're going to pass in our product, and the key is going to be called free shipping. And the value will be a Boolean, so true. So now we have two more discounts that we can check against, which I think is pretty cool. And let's go ahead and make sure these show up in our module attributes list. So now if we go back to our terminal, let's just recompile. I spelled product wrong again somewhere. Product.price is eligible for free shipping. Oh, we forgot to pass in our product here. Okay, so save that, back to the terminal, compile. Now we're good. I'm going to clear it so we can see again. And so now when I call apply discounts, so if we say discounts.apply discounts, we'll get back our list of attributes. And look at that. So now we have a list of all of our discount rules, which I think is pretty freaking sweet. All right, so we are successfully waiting just before compilation is complete so that our discounts module attribute contains all the accumulated discount metadata. Now we just need to actually make our apply discounts function actually work. And so we need to loop through all of our discounts that are in our module attribute and apply them to the product that we send it. Because one product might have multiple discounts that it can apply to it, right? Let's go ahead and we can delete our IO puts here. And inside of apply discounts, we can use, since it's a list, it's enumerable, right? So we can use enum.reduce. And reduce is useful because we can loop through our discounts with our product, and then we can use the accumulator for the updated product. So every time an update happens to our product, we then pass the updated version back through our reduce loop. So if multiple discounts or anything gets applied, the product gets adjusted accordingly. So we can go ahead and say enum.reduce, and this takes an enumerable, which in our case is our module attribute, which is discounts, and like that. And then we need our product. So the product being the product that we're applying our discounts to. So now we need our function to actually take a product. So we need to have a product here. Okay. And then, so we're passing in our product, and then inside of, so now we need to do our little anonymous function. So function, and this is going to be the discount. So as we're circling through discounts, this is the individual discount we're currently looking at. And then our accumulator, which is going to be our updated product we return. And then hit enter.
Hi, I'm Jacob. I help companies build scalable, fault-tolerant systems in Elixir. With over a decade of experience, I specialize in solving complex technical challenges, whether that's architecting new systems, implementing real-time processing, or scaling existing applications. I work with teams worldwide to deliver high-performance solutions that deliver results. If you need help with your next Elixir project, visit elixirmentor.com to schedule a call.
Inside of this, we want to now apply our discount. So what we can actually do here is underneath our apply discounts function, we can create a private function, so def p, and we can call this apply discount rule. And what this will take is our product that we're applying the rule to, and then our discount, which in our case has a name that we're not going to need, so we can put an underscore in front of it. And then our condition function and our action function, okay? And then go ahead and say our do block, our do end for that function. And now in our reduce, we can just call our apply discount rule, apply discount rule, and pass in the product, or in this case, the accumulator, which is the product, and then our discount that we want to apply. And our discount is this. So we have like a little tuple with our condition function and action function, right? And then what we can do here is we need to apply the discount if it passes the condition. And so we can just do an if statement here. So if, and we can use a handy little kernel function called apply. And apply takes a function and a list of arguments, okay? Well, and the module. So what we're going to do here is we're going to say apply, and we're going to pass in our current module. So underscore, underscore, module, underscore, underscore. So our dynamic module name. So we don't have to refactor if we ever decide to rename our module up there. And now we need a function here. And first we need to check our condition. So we're going to say our condition underscore func. And then we need to pass in our arguments, which is a list though. So inside of square brackets, we pass in our product. Okay. And so what apply is going to do is automatically going to take the arguments inside here and test and run them through our condition function. So if this ends up being true, then we enter this if block, right? And then if it's not true, we would just return the product. So else, and then return the product. So if the condition is not met, we don't do anything to the product. We keep it as is. But if the condition is met, then we need to run our action function on the product. So we can just do apply again here and pass in our module name, and then our action function, and then our arguments in a list. So 2 square brackets, and it's our product again. So then we'll apply, our 10% discount, our 5% discount, or free shipping, and that will happen here. So we're going to loop through all of our discounts, and each product will be tested against every single discount we create in our discounts module. Now, one thing that I want to mention before we test this, it's a helpful option. It's not super helpful in our case, but it's worth knowing. it's bind quoted, and this allows us to inject all of our parameters one time instead of using unquote to inject our value over and over. So like right here, we use unquote, unquote, unquote. And if we didn't want to do that, we can actually right after quote here, we can say bind quoted, bind underscore quoted, and then we can do a colon. And inside of a list, so square brackets, we can then name, so we can set all of our parameters. And this is basically injecting all of our parameters here. So we name them, and then so name, and then condition, and then pass in condition, and then action, and pass in action. And now under here, all we have to do is then say name, condition, and action, and we don't have to unquote 3 times. Now, one thing to note is if you use quote and then pass in the bind quoted option here, unquote will no longer work inside of this quote do block, okay? But so this does the same thing as what we had before. It's beneficial if you were using the injected value more than once. In this case, it's kind of hit or miss because I feel like having unquote written 3 times is just as much or the same amount of work as what's happening here. But I figure it's a good way just to show you that bind quoted exists. All right, so now let's test out our discount macro here. So save it and let's go back to our terminal. And we need to compile it. And we have a compile error, probably another typo. Apply discounts. Condition function. Condition function. Condition function typo right there. Boom. All right, so save that, back to our terminal, recompile. There we go, clear so we can see better. And what we're going to do, so we already have our product, right? We have our leather handbag. Let's create one more product. So product 2 equals, and then percent opening and curly brace for a map. And we need a name, and we'll call this wireless headphones, and a category of capital electronics. And then we need a price of $80. Okay, so now we have our second product. And now we can go ahead and test this out. So if we say, let's see, discounts.apply discounts and pass in our product. So this is our handbag, right? And I hit enter. All right, so pretty cool. It had 2 conditions met, right? It is over $100, so we got our 10% discount. And it is over $50, so the free shipping boolean got added to the map. That's pretty cool. So it passed 3 of our discount conditions or our discount rules and not a third. So now if we do discounts.apply discounts and pass in our product 2, which is headphones, this should also pass 2. It's not over $100. But it's an electronic, and so we should get our 5% discount, and it's over $50, so we should get free shipping. And look at that. It took us from our $80 price down to $76, and we have free shipping. I think that's pretty dope. So we have developed a discount framework that includes a discount domain-specific language, a DSL, and compile time hooks for code generation. Our macro expansions are straightforward, and we have delegated to external functions wherever feasible. This ensures that our code is simple to comprehend and maintain. We have covered a lot in this video, and the tools we have employed are critical building components for creating our own macros to expand functionality across numerous functions. So experiment with what you've learned and attempt to create your own DSL for a different purpose. And then please share what you built with me in Discord, because I'd love to see it. And with that being said, I will see you in the next video.